Alright. First and foremost, let's go ahead and say this. I want to give thanks to the primordial great mother, and I want to say thank you for another day of living. I want to give thanks to the seven ancestral spirits of creation. Thank you for helping shape and mold, the galaxies along with the great mother and also the universes, spirit realms, and so on. I want to give thanks to the archangels for at least always being around, trying to guide and watch over everybody. The angels, just keep on doing your angelic work, please. And the ancestors themselves, thank you for actually paving the way for us. Without you all, we would not be here today. And I ask for help and guidance and protection on this live I'm about to do on our dear channel. Give me the energy, the influence, and the knowledge to what I'm about to say, and please help me make it all make sense. And also protect us all that is watching that are actually doing our best to strive for righteousness. Protect us from those that claim to be righteous, that are actually unrighteous, that are actually wolves in sheep's clothing, that constantly say that they're aware, but they're actually trying to drain the energy of the children of yours, your chosen children, that is, the real ones that have been chosen and heard the call. I want to say Ashe, Aye, Bobo. I gotta get some stuff off my chest. Everybody's talking about America's falling, America's this, and America's evolving. She's going through a grammatic change. No, not grammatic. A change beyond measure. I told y'all about the I Am America map. There's other people that is confirming about what I said years ago on an old channel I was featured on about the weather patterns. And I told y'all to keep your eyes on the weather. I told all y'all to keep your eyes on the weather. I told everybody years ago, I said keep the weather, right. Those that remember me, when I was featured on that old channel, I said, yo, keep your eyes on the weather. A lot of stuff that I said have been taking place. A lot of stuff I said have been taking place as far as how the weather patterns are. And I kept on saying the same thing. Get your heart chakra ready. Make sure your heart chakra is lined up. Because we're about to go through a metamorphosis on this planet and also in this country. Okay? A lot of places will not be around like that. And everybody keep on putting this fear factor. No, is Gaia/Tiamat is going through changes and transformations, along with the solar flares that is hitting the planet. It's too much fear mongering, but you have to understand that she goes through metamorphoses and changes seriously. She has chakras, y'all, just like we do. She is a living organism. And also this country, parts of the country is sitting on the Madrid fault line plates. Look up the Madrid fault lines. There's a lot of things that's going to take place. People keep on saying cataclysms, catastrophes. Okay, but can I tell you something? Everybody keep on saying America's is falling and everything is falling. My thing is, those that say that, are you prepared? Are you prepared for the fall? Are you prepared for the natural disasters? Are you prepared for the metamorphosis of the change of Gaia herself? The world is not ending. The world is evolving. She's evolving at a rapid state. That is why, i.e., you see ghosts and shadow people and all of that other stuff happening now. That's why she's going through the changes. And this country is going through a change dealing with currency. Shout out to Dr. Kia Pruitt. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people need to stop doing the fear mongering and realize what time it is. It's time for a change, and this country is going through changes. And the reason why a lot of them celebrities are leaving, y'all just don't really know, do y'all? I swear. See, when I was on that old channel I was featured on, we talked about what's going on right now. We were ahead of our time. Everything dealt with alignment. And now things are going through a change. During that time when I was on that channel that I was featured on, that was the alignment for right then and there for us to really know what the hell's going on. Because guess what? Everything we said on that old channel that yours truly was featured on, along with the brothers that was on there, it already is already happening. The Nasara Jasara thing, that's happening already. It's been happening. We were the ones that spoke on it. But I want to give a special shout out to somebody because he was the one that had all of us come together on that channel. Peace. Peace. He was the one that got us on that. He was the one that pushed us to speak about Nasara Jasara. And this man's name is, Rat Lewis. That who is his name. That's his name. Rat Lewis. So, and this man, very powerful man, and this man is about what's going on. He been studying the Jasara for 15, if not 16, 20 years. And he was the one that sat down and talked to us about that. So this country is going through a financial metamorphosis. And honestly, we need to get our minds right, because guess what? Not just the changes in this country, but there's changes happening globally with the weather or the climates, even down to birth rates across the planet that are not the same in certain regions. We touched bases on all that stuff years ago. There's nothing new under the sun. This is nothing new. I will say this though. What we need to really keep an eye on, honestly, is the changes that's going on in Wyoming. That Yellowstone, you need to keep an eye on that. You need to keep an eye on other things, far as the volcanoes in the waters that they're not talking about. You need to keep an eye on how all these hurricanes and tornadoes are being formed, and the solar flares that's hitting the heck out of this planet, and is giving certain people gifts. Well, it's enhancing their gifts. I say that. See, I sit back and I just watch and I analyze and I listen. I'm one of them brothers that like to just pay attention to what I'm watching and what I'm listening to. And I'm always trying to connect dots back and forth. And when I see certain things and hear certain things that make sense, I roll with it. When it don't make any sense, then I'm really thinking deep thoughts about it. We got to stop following people that's doing the fear mongering and start listening to the people that's trying to put you informed on what's happening. And then at the same time, you got people that's in a confused state that'll mix biblical texts with their own mental so-called principles when they don't know any better. Where they're pretty much digging and scraping, and then they mixing up with the stuff that they think that they know, and then they start regurgitating on stuff that they don't know and that they claim that they know, they can't give an explanation to. We got to really start paying attention to what's really going on and what's happening. I'm going to tell you something. There's an alignment coming. Another alignment coming. And this alignment that's coming, you mentally is. Before the Gregorian calendar year is over with, which is set in December 31st, there's other portals that is opening up. And I'm going to tell you this, those portals are going to keep opening up until the new year. And I'm not talking about in January. I'm talking about in the spring solstice. And when them portals open up, guess what's going to happen? More energies and more downloads are going to happen to those that know what's going on and those that are aware. And those that are aware, they're going to start stepping back from the people that's regurgitating stuff. Because they're going to now be in third person, meaning they're going to be able to sit back and their spirit is going to astral project and break down everything that the regurgitating person is saying. And they're going to realize they've been lied to. That is coming. I'm talking to all the star seeds, all the light workers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All the ones that's doing the work. I'm letting y'all know, the ones that's doing the work, what time it is. And y'all know what time it is because y'all doing the work and y'all see it. And y'all know what's about to happen. So shout out to all the star seeds, the real ones and the real light workers. And also give a shout out to y'all because y'all know who y'all really are. Many of y'all are the children of the divine, feminine. And many of y'all are divine beings, and y'all know that. But y'all, you know what y'all do? Y'all keep it on the humble, and y'all don't look down on nobody. Y'all don't think y'all better than anybody. So shout out to y'all. All y'all doing is trying to raise the vibrations up, and y'all doing a great job at it. Trust me, because a lot of people are waking up across the planet, not just over here in this country, though, across the planet. But I want to talk to my melanated brothers and sisters, though, over here. That's we'll say that's aware. I hate to use the word woke or conscious. That's aware. Y'all don't get the credit that y'all deserve because y'all been the forerunners and the freaking warriors in the forefront. You all. I'm talking about the star seeds that's melanated, so-called black. Y'all the ones that's been in the forefront. And everybody follows your lead. Brothers, I want to let y'all know y'all doing an outstanding job. I got to talk to the ladies now. Beloveds, this planet is built around your mitochondria. I'm talking about the ones in this country, but also I'm talking about the ones that's across the globe that is what? Melanated like this, copper-colored people. Some of our melanin is high darker than others. But guess what, sisters? This country is only moving how the way you're moving. You are the ones that bring the chaos energy that is also connected to the 90% of the subconscious of everybody, of your mind, and that 10% is the masculine. And guess what? That 90% that is the subconscious is causing a lot of these metamorphosis and changes across the globe without y'all not even really knowing. Because there's a frequency that's going on that is messing up the vibrations, that is causing this transformation, because it started from within and now it's coming from without, or it's coming outwardly. I'll say that. And this is what's happening in the planet, because while the vibration and the chemistry is not properly aligned like it's supposed to. So since you're in tune with Gaia slash Tiamat, along with the brothers, but I got to let the sisters know because they have the mitochondria, the XX. She is going through those changes because you're going through those changes because of the vibrations that are being out there in the world. And a lot of these vibrational tones are not natural. They're synthetic. Synthetic and poisonous to the vibrations that you have already been born with within the spirit. A lot of the music that you listen to does not have real instruments. They're synthetic. They're computerized instruments. And it's also causing a lot of mental breakdowns within your DNA and also your mind. And it goes the same to the brothers, to the men. It happens that way. And I'm telling y'all what is going on. See, we need to know the power that we have. A lot of these people are not going to tell you. Let me tell you a little secret. The reason why they're not going to tell you, because they want to harness you and mix it in with theirs to become stronger than you. But I digress on that note. Let's get back to this country. This country is going through a serious change of events, dealing with finances and so on. Dr. Kia Pruitt spoke on that earlier today. You can just check out the gold, the ratings on gold and everything. I'm telling y'all, things is about to look real different. Let me tell you, everybody keep on going back to Revelations. Shout out to Mama T. I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna say a little bit what she said by paraphrasing it. She said Revelations already happened. She said Revelations already happened. Nobody don't even know who the dragon really is, except for the ones that really study. Y'all better look up Tiamat. I'll tell y'all that. If only you knew who Tiamat is and was and still is to this day, and how she is revealing herself to everybody and to the ones that are her children. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that are her children, I tell you, it's that time. I already played going on with the dragons waking up in the ethereal realm. Shout out to Dr. Samuel B. Lee. Shout out to you. But I already know somebody going to copy off of that information from this brother. But I'm letting y'all know that the changes that are happening, it is all dealing with the proper alignment that needed to take place. But it's also dealing with the women are not in sync with the vibrations because of the music. The brothers, the men, the same thing. And guess what's happening? Gaia is cleansing herself. And guess what else is going on? Gaia is also cleansing the negative energies of this country. That is why, i.e., the catastrophes, or may I say, the how can I put this? The natural disasters are occurring. See, we need to really look into this deeper from a metaphysical and spiritual breakdown. All I gotta say, be prepared for the changes that are coming. Be prepared for everything that's been written in ancient days. And I'm not talking about the King James. Y'all better go back and listen to the Hopi prophecy. better go back and listen to that Hopi prophecy. You better go back and listen to that Hopi prophecy, because you got to also remember there's going to be a group of warriors coming back spiritually. The warriors of the rainbow. I'm just saying. Isn't it ironic they talking about a rainbow currency? Keep that in mind too. Shout out to the beloved Godfather, who I mentioned earlier, Mr. Lewis himself. Shout out to you, sir. We need to really know that this thing going on with this country and worldwide has all been written in stone in ancient days, and I'm not talking about biblical scripture. Because the real prophecies was passed down through word of mouth. That's how our people operated. Not through no books. Y'all better start looking up the goddamn symbols of Mommy Water. Y'all better look up that. The symbols of Mommy Water, you better look up that. Those symbols, they've been at war with the Catholics for a long time, because the Catholics been stealing a lot of their information, and then they made the whole little Bible thing that everybody's reading about. The Sibyls already knew all this stuff was going to happen, because they are the children, the divine children of Mommy Water. Y'all better look her up. You better look up the Sibyls, man, because the Sibyls already knew what was going on. The reemergence and the return of the Great Mother. Y'all fail to realize this planet is feminine, it's not masculine. Matter of fact, the galaxy that we're in, the Milky Way galaxy, is feminine. It's named after Hat-Haru. And you want to know who Hat-Haru is? Hat-Haru is the golden calf, y'all. Just telling y'all what time it is, man. This country's going through some changes metaphysically, metamorphically. If that's such a word, I can't get the words out like right now. It's going through a serious metamorphosis financially. Y'all don't understand why these celebrities are leaving and why they're not going to these underground bunkers that they have. Y'all don't realize what's really going on. Do the research. Stop listening to the media, because the media is still being a psyop for the mind. And you got many people on here, on these YouTube streets. Many do know what's going on. It's a selective few that knows what's going on. While some other ones that's just regurgitating and copy off of others. And many of you are following them. That's what makes that dangerous. Because when the shit hit the fan, you got to ask them where to go. Because it's coming. Shit about to hit the fan real soon. Real soon. Watch the damn weather patterns. I'm telling y'all, watch and pay attention to the weather patterns and look up the Madrid fault lines. This information I'm taking y'all back to that I studied like back in 2009, 2008, 6, 7, 8, whatever. I studied all that stuff back then. I'm trying to bring it to the forefront now. Please, all I can say, y'all, please get focused on what's going on. And stop falling for these okey-doke mental manipulative people that's out here nowadays that's bringing the fear-mongering and shit like that. Because I'm telling y'all, I've been told y'all to watch the goddamn weather. When I was featured on the other channel, I told y'all to watch the weather. I've been telling y'all about the ancient ancestral spirits. I've been told y'all this stuff. I've been said, hey, we need to go back to nature. We need to start talking to nature. Start talking to the planet. We need to start connecting back with the planet. We need to start getting back on our high frequencies and start getting back to our higher selves. I'm going to give you a sheer breakdown real quick. You have 33 vertebrae on your spinal cord. I said this before too. 33 vertebrae on your spinal cord. Your spinal cord is connected to all the nervous systems in your body, and it's connected to your brain and your eyes. Your brain sends electrical magnetic waves for you to move your hands, for you to speak, for you to move your legs, and so on, which means that you are made out of energy, pure energy. Then to top all of that, your spine, the lower part of your spinal cord, which is the base, is connected to the Kundalini. The Kundalini energy. The Kundalini energy is that of the divine feminine energy, which is also connected to all the chakras in your body. They're also connected to all 12 stargates on this planet. They're also connected to the 12 DNA strands in your body. They're also connected to the mitochondrial DNA in your body, which is the X chromosome. Men, we have one X chromosome. The rest of it is, and the other part is Y. Okay? Shout out to the brother Pisces the King for the daggone video he sent about the sister. The sister literally said that X chromosome is actually 1,300. I think she said 1,300. I can't remember, 1,300 something, and the man with the Y only has 100. The woman have 2 X's. You do the math. 1,300 plus 1,300 is what? That is 20. That's what? Altogether add up to 8. What does 8 mean? 8. That number 8. If you add the number 8, if you look at the number 8 and you separate it, there's 2 circles, 2 ciphers. Both represents 360 and 360. Okay? You add them up, you have 720. That's 9. Even when it's 360, that's 9. We're in the year in the Gregorian calendar of 9. Follow me on this. The number 9 deals with that of the mother, and I'm going to tell you how and why. Because the mother holds the child in her womb for 9 months. The square root of 9 is 3. Now, if you look at the number 3 and you turn it a certain way, it turns into the letter M. The letter M, very powerful letter. You can say matter, mother. Think about that too. Think about everything I'm trying to tell you. You're dealing with the connection of this planet because, and she's alive, and I'm going to show you something real quick. That number 3 turns into the letter M. This planet is in the form of a 360, a circle. The square and compass that the Masons have, which is 2 X chromosomes with the letter G. All of this is breaking down the planet connection to the mitochondria and the chakras and the Kundalini of the planet, along with ours, along with the 12 stargates. Because if you look at the numbers carefully, how do you get 12? How you get the number 12? You get what? How many 3s? 4 3s. 3. What? You say 3, 6, right? 9, 12. That's connected to the 12 DNA strands. And also, if you look at the number 12, it adds up yet again to what? The number 3. All of this is purely aligned. Purely aligned with that letter M. It goes back to what? The mother, the mitochondrial, the XX chromosome. I hope I didn't lose you, and I hope y'all followed me on that. And I'm not trying to say something to make it sound like I'm saying something intelligent and not saying a goddamn word because I just said something. And I'm not going to remember this. Listen, your DNA is so encoded that they had to use the number 3. They had to use the number 3 in your DNA code. Think about that. Because that's also connected to reincarnation. And also, if you flip that M and turn it this way, you get the letter, what? The letter E? I can't do it that way, but you know the letter E. Energy. Also, birth, death, and resurrection. Reincarnation. The reason why all this is happening and why we are witnessing this, because in other lifetimes, we were preparing to come back to this lifetime to see this transformation to the planet. She's going through a serious transformation, and that is why it's important to get your vibrations up and also start learning the mathematical equations of the number 3. Because just like the great Bobby Hemmett said, the 3 sixes, 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons. Guess what? That is also dealing with the 999, the triple darkness, the great void, the womb, the all, the primordial one. But yet we're focused on the United States is good. No, let me tell you something. Everything that is happening, our mothers and fathers, but great mothers knew this. And I'm talking about them Sibyls. I call them mothers. They knew about this. Let me tell you, everything is going back to the original owners. That's why this country is falling apart. It's going back to the original people that was here first. And if you really want to look at the number 3, what is the third letter in the alphabet, or their alphabet is C? You could say carbon, which is what? Right? See how the way it works in 3. You see that? How 3 represent, how it had that letter C dealing with the whole carbonated beings or copper colored beings. Nobody not really trying to really talk about this shit. Except for a few of us. That's why I give Conjure Queen credit. All of them. Black Witch Yaya, all of them. I get all the ones that's really knowing this stuff credit. Shout out to what's his name? Remedy H too, man. This goes back directly to us being who we are. This planet, this country, this whole globe was actually us here first, but it was mainly what they don't want to say. It was the women that were here, because it goes back to the mitochondria, y'all. All I gotta say, stop listening to these fear-mongering people, because I'm gonna tell you, like the sister said in the video that I showed. Shout out to Oshun Hills, and she talked about the chosen ones, and she meant every bit of it. All you people saying that you're chosen, let's see how chosen you are when these changes of this planet and also this country really starts going through the real trenches and transformations that she is about to go through. Let's see if you're really going to be ready for the great change. Not the globe, not the great reset, but the great change. The great change is when you're going to start to see how Gaia move. and how she's going to really start taking away the parasitical energies of this planet. And those low vibrational beings that have been causing chaos on this planet. And also they talk real good with their words, and they say stuff that you think is profound, but it is really not. I'm telling y'all, they're out there. They have all the so-called charisma, but guess what? When the time comes, they ain't going no jack shit. And they don't need to be saying always raise the vibrations, because the ones that really know, that's finally raising their vibrations, they gonna know what time it is and where the fuck to go at. Because they the real ones that been called the chosen. They are the divine beings that I've been telling y'all about. And they don't be on Instagram and all that other stuff and Facebook and YouTube saying that they chosen and all that other shit. They don't do all that. Let's talk more action. Let's talk more action. The real ones that are chosen, they don't have to say that they're chosen. Because things happen to those divine beings. Health issues can happen to them. Struggling with certain things with finances. They could be going through a terrible situation. It could be relationship, family, whatever. Always being the black sheep of the family, but then the family always call their asses when they need something. Why? Because they're the ones that's mentally stable the most, even though they go through their own mental shit. Everybody come to them for the answers. That person could be so tired and exhausted, but they'll still get a phone call from somebody out of nowhere. Hey, I need you. I need to ask a question from you. I need some help. You know who they really are? They are your light workers. They are the divine beings that claim to raise the vibrations and break the generational curses. To break the generational curses in the bloodlines of the families that they were born into. Just like the sister said, Oshun Hills. And y'all say that y'all chosen. Are y'all ready to break those bloodline curses and shit like that? Are y'all ready to take the mantle? Are you ready for that? Because I can assure you that those that say that they're chosen, they ain't ready for that. And those that they claim to be chosen, if shit would happen today, everything would just went out today, how would you survive? And don't say, oh, I'm going to pray to the Most High, raise my vibrations up. That's how I'm going to be fine. Your vibrations should already be up, which means that you should know everything going to be okay, and the survival mode kick in, and everything start coming towards that you need right in front of you. Because you already mentally prepared yourself for what's coming. I done heard people say the world going to end. The world going to end. You know what I say? Excuse my language. Shut the fuck up. You know damn well if the world going to end, your ass going to be scared. The world going to end, where the hell you going? I'll wait for that answer. That's what I do. A lot of them like, oh, the world going to end. Your Merc going it's going downhill. The celebrities leaving. Who gives a ass about the celebrities? You should focus on you and bettering yourself. The finances not looking the same. No. Everything goes back to the original form. Precious metals and gold, baby. The quantum financial system is already here. All the programs are already arranged. The only reason why the goddamn National Guard is walking through the streets because they about to make sure everything's announced. In the words of my godfather, the reason why they doing that is because they're getting the last bit of the people that have been indicted. The clones, that is. All these underground tunnels, they already pretty much, what I'm saying, they already destroyed them. That's why the celebrities are leaving. Or the clones, that is, they're leaving. So let's go back and say, like, well, the country is in turmoil financially. Actually, the country is actually getting money because they're servicing other countries, just like Dr. Kia Pruitt said. See, you keep following this news media that's out there that's still being controlled because that's their last leg. See, a lot of people need to know what the hell's going on. We got to stop putting the false out there and start bringing the truth out. Because a lot of people are putting the false out there because they want the views, they want the money, they want to have people follow them because they need the money so bad that they don't care if they're lying to you. Let me tell y'all something, right? Y'all are avatars. Many of you are avatars. You ever want to know why you go to sleep? Like Dr. W. Blair said, he said, when you sleep, you're actually dead when you sleep. And your soul or your spirit or your etheric body leaves and it goes to other places. When you come back into your body, you have seen certain things in other realms. Also, you probably seen ancient civilizations because why? You had to go through those experiences. There's multiverses of you. Dr. Sam even broke that down. Dr. Sam Lee even broke it down. 1718 versions of you in different multiverses. And you have this avatar, which is you. When you're resting, your spirit sometimes go back to the original avatar. I know that sounds crazy, don't it? Your your spirit self or your etheric self sometimes go back to the original avatar after traveling through the different verses while you're in slumber. Even when you're up, you're in multiverses. You ever had deja vu feeling? The deja vu feeling is connected to it. That's what that is. During that time, you had a daydream, then you had projected your body to somewhere in the future. Next thing you know, you come back walking wherever you was at. Like, whoa, deja vu. You astral projected and left your body at that moment. And you went into another dimension. That's what makes you multi-dimensional. See, that's why I try to tell everybody on this channel. Peace, how you doing? All right, no problem, sis. I got you. Let me go ahead and do this. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That's why every time I touch what they do this. Now look, I'm saying some real stuff because they keep on doing this to me. Now, the whole deja vu thing doing this to me. Now, the whole deja vu thing, a lot of us never knew that. Like, damn, like, how I get deja vu? Because you actually, now you could have been talking to, I don't know, nobody's status, marital status or nothing. You could be talking to your husband. Excuse me, you could be talking to your husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Right? And you could sit there and daydream. And next thing you know, you had a vision probably going to the store. That store could have been like probably right across the street from your house. And somebody probably approached you. Okay? The person probably approached you And next thing you know, they probably ask you for money, or you might have knew somebody, you might have knew that person. They probably give you a hug and all that shit. And then y'all was talking. A week or two, or probably even a couple of days later, guess what happened? The same scenario that you saw when you daydreamed happened. And then you be like, that was deja vu. Like, and you be like, whoa, deja vu. And that's because you already traveled during that time period. You did a little mini quantum leap into the future. You did a little jump into the future. Then next thing you know, guess what? Your spirit jumped into that future part. Then when you go into it physically, you caught up with your spirit, if that make any sense. Because your spirit went there and your physical had to go there with that same location to catch up to it, and you be like, oh shit, I just had a deja vu moment. You traveled in time. Your spirit did, and your physical had to catch up to it. Deja vu. That is also dealing with astral projection, and also how the way the mind works spiritually. Because this is the most powerful part of your body, is the brain. The brain is the most powerful weapon and tool. But I digress, y'all. Because let me get off here before they fuck around, mess me up again. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I love y'all, man. Y'all beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and copy down the sister's email, because I gotta send her some information. Huh? I'm talking about something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I have one of your peanut butter cups?
Go ahead. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm trying to get a piece of paper, pen, and everything. Here.
Huh?
You can have them.
Oh, I just asked for one.
You can have them.
Okay, thank you.
Y'all think I'm something. Wait until the kids get older. They're gonna be way better than me on this in this information. When my kids get older, they're gonna know a whole lot. They learning from their dad, but they're gonna start going into different breakdowns. So you gotta excuse me, y'all. I told y'all they keep fucking with me. I told y'all. I need you to get it out for me, huh?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I told y'all they gonna keep fucking with my channel because I'm saying some shit. I hate to say my channel, but our channel. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just mad how things are going with this channel that we have. I apologize. My mind is somewhere in so many different places.
Ow.
It's like, but I'm telling y'all, like, a lot of this stuff I'm not going to remember. So bear with me. Because the next day I'm going to be like, I said all of that. If y'all tell me I'm like, I said all that, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh. It's all about the mind, the power of the mind, y'all. The power of the mind. So I'm just letting y'all know we got too much to do on this planet. And stop falling for these people saying, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world.
No, it ain't.
Y'all heard my daughter? She said, no, it ain't. America fell.
That sounds like a scared person to me.
Right. And I hear that my daughter said that sounds like a scared person to her. If America really fell, why the hell? Okay, look. If America's falling so bad and so much, why gold prices are going up? Why silver prices are going up? Because we're going back into the ancient ways. You got people saying, it's the end of the old world. We're going to a new world. I'm going to tell y'all something. The old world never left.
They're getting rid of the new world.
It's getting rid of this new world, the new world that these corrupted people created. And it's going back into the ancient world. The new world was the shit that they created with the daggone IRS and all these alphabets and shit like that. That's getting dealt with and getting destroyed. That's the new world. The old world dealt with precious metals. We had technology like we have right now. We had that technology back in ancient time. I'm telling y'all, there's actually, they found pictures of us having during ancient times flying crafts, cars, and everything. I'm telling y'all some real shit here. And I'm guarantee you they're going to find that out, because they already found out how the pyramids also had portals in them too, and was connected to all these different star systems, properly aligned. I'm really want y'all to really look at that. Everything I'm saying to you, you can look this stuff up. I'm not BSing you at all. I'm telling y'all, everything that they had said that they discovered, we already did that. We already created that shit. There's nothing new under the sun at all. I got the sister's email. Let me see, make sure I got it right. I'll say, okay, so all that's together. Life has no niche. Nice to see you on here, sister. Nice to see you. We got to really start waking up and stop dealing with the crazy nonsense. Because we are spiritual beings first, before we were physical. Listen, many of us, I'm not going to say all, I'm saying many, not all. So don't say I said all. Many of us come from the ancestral abode. Many of us, know it or not, are what they consider gods. You say, what is a god? You call them angels, you call them, superheroes, all of that. Listen, we have that spark of the divine in us. Even down to the low frequency mofos. They have a little bit in that too, because you know why? The divine had to also learn how to be both positive and negative. I know that sounds crazy, but that's the truth. Everything have its reasons, even down to the positive and negative. It is dealing with sheer balance into the universe, or into the cosmos, into the spirit realm. It's supposed to be balanced. You have the plus and the negative. Look at your batteries that you put in your machines, like your remote controls to the TVs. You have the plus and the negative. That's balance. And guess what? You have to have a battery sometimes a certain way. One had to be up sometimes. The one guy might have to be going upward. The other one got to go downward. And that's how they both work together for you to turn the remote control on and off. And you be like switching it and don't even realize, like, damn, I just did something to make balance his remote control. The positive and negative charge. That's duality. That is the straight and narrow. That is light and dark put together to bring the yin and the yang. The so-called hexagram, what you call the Star of David, that is so above, so below. That is the yin and the yang. If you look at the hexagram, it counts to the number 6. It's six sides to that, the hexagram. And they adopted and called it the Star of David. But what they don't tell you is that one represents the woman, which is the bottom, and the top represents the man, which is unison. The yin and yang, positive and negative, light and dark, disagreeable, agreeable. Shout out to Dr. Malachi York on that. Shout out to Dr. Delbert Blair. All these great teachers. We have to find balance. Listen, the reason why the planet is doing what she's doing and this country is doing what it's doing, because out of chaos comes order. Order out of what? Chaos. In order for it to be balanced, you got to get rid of all the chaos. And these are not my teachings. So I want certain people to know these are not my teachings. It's common sense. We gotta start thinking. Oh, nice. Thank you for saying that, Damien Strength. How you doing? But I'm saying we gotta start thinking. We cannot be. Look, man. The fear mongering creates energy that is not needed. We got to get to the whole Listen, you gotta peel the onion and keep on peeling. I know you're gonna be crying when you start peeling that goddamn onion. But you gotta keep on peeling that motherfucker until you get to the last part of the onion. And yes, your eyes gonna be so watery because you're going to go through a certain transformation, which is actually peeling parts of you and layers of you to do the shadow work to find out who the hell you are and to find out the truth and the definition of what the hell is happening right now in this country and also on this planet. They're doing everything. I have a little cold. They're doing everything in their power to fuck you over and to confuse you. That's what they do best. Confusion. But I digress, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. But I just wanted to get some stuff off my chest. Because I'm tired of seeing people trying to use biblical scripture over and over again. And they fail to realize that that same Bible that they use has been plagiarized from ancient texts. And I told y'all the Sibyls of Mami Water and the story of the Anunnaki and so on, I forgot what they call it. All of that. They took every piece of certain ancient texts. Meanwhile, the Vatican have all the information. They have all the information. The Vatican know about you being I knew you was gonna come on here and say something. It's like look, all of this stuff happened 800. Listen, I gotta give a shout out to this sister, Arawak Nation on TikTok. Shout out to this beloved sister, beautiful Haitian sister, and she's indigenous. This stuff happened 85,000 years ago. This predated that whole Bible stuff, y'all. When I tell people about Ifa and all of that, Ifa itself is 100,000-year-old, they say religion, I say tradition. It predated Islam, it predated Christianity, it predated Judaism, it predated Hinduism, y'all. Our spiritual practice predated all that shit that dealt with the Bible and everything. Did you know that the priestesshood, the Sibyls were women that were prophets and saw the future? I don't know if it was Rod Hayes or somebody that said something. He said that these so-called slave revolts were started by women. And the men took heed because the women were the visionaries. They were the seers. And then I heard that the Salem witch burnings, they were so-called burning copper-colored women because they were causing the revolutions and they were actually seeing shit before it happened. And they told the men that these people were dangerous. I'm just paraphrasing for what I heard. The war always been against the divine feminine. The war always been against the melanated woman. That's what the war been about. Destroying her. Because if you destroy her, guess who you destroy? You destroy us. That's what the war been about. Quiet as it's kept, that's what it's been about. Getting her womb, taking over her womb and having her procreate and create different kinds of children. Not the same children that look like her. That goes into the music. I was talking about the vibrational tones. All I gotta say, we got a serious wake-up call. Because when Tiamat finally rise up and people see that she's the dragon that they talked about in Revelations, and y'all realize that, oh shit, we were connected to the dragons and everything. The dragon is the Kundalini in you as well. It is the serpentine energy. The serpentine divine feminine energy, the kundalini, look it up yourself. It is also, people say the prana. The prana is actually that kundalini, that serpent fire. That is another name for it. And it's also connected to all those chakras in your body, like I said, to the stargates. All 12 of the stargates in this planet, also to all the chakras, into what? Into Gaia or Tiamat is connected to you. I showed y'all what the brother Holistic Remedy said. How Earth have her own chakras and everything, and how we're connected to it. And I didn't even know that. I'm going by what I hear. And being God to tell y'all. It's just confirmation. I'm telling y'all, the stuff that I say on these lives on our channel, I swear to y'all gonna start hearing people saying keywords in these daggone videos. And you're like, yo, bro said that shit, yeah, like a couple days ago or some years ago. Man, we got to stop playing with this, man, because I'm telling you, we got to do that shadow work. And I'm not saying I'm not excluded. Hell no. I got to do that shit too every day, shadow work. God damn it. I do that shit every day if I got to, god damn it, for real. But because you're not going to be perfect, you're striving for perfection. But I needed y'all to understand also about what's going on in this country. Don't fall for the tricks and scare tactics and shit. But what you need to do though is to keep your eyes on the goddamn weather patterns and see if you're on those coastal lines and see if you're on the Madrid coastal lines. You got to see if you're on those daggone Madrid fault lines. You have to see that and find out. If so, you need to get the fuck away where you at. I'm telling y'all some shit. Shout out to Mother Shelly, because she been sending me videos confirming the shit that I've been saying. Pisces the King, shout out to you. You've been doing the same thing, bro. A lot of people been doing that know me outside and talk to me outside personally of this channel. They have sit downs with me and everything. They be like, yo, we're on the phone and we talk about this stuff. They be like, yeah, they be sending me videos confirming this stuff. My thing is, yes, you got to line your chakras up. Yes, you got to do things right. Yes, you got to focus on doing the shadow work. Yes, you got to properly align with Gaia. Yes, you got to properly align with your inner dragon. Yes, your inner dragon. I played the video from what the brother Samuel B. Lee said. We have to call on our inner dragon. Listen, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all a story. I know y'all probably like my stories too, so I'm going to tell y'all a story. My daughter's 11 now. 8 years ago. Let's just say 8 years ago. Let me show them right. No. Hold up. Let's say 6 years ago. I was with my twin flame. My twin flame and her daughters, we was out DC. But before we went out DC, there was a sister who did a reading on me on Facebook. She did it live. I'll never forget it. She did it live. And she said, brother, you're going through some changes right now. She's like, they're not bad. They're good changes spiritually. She was like, I need you to understand something. You have a warrior spirit. She's like, I need you also to know that you have to wait for a certain call. And I'm like, huh? She said, there's going to be a certain call you're going to hear in the skies. What kind of call? You're going to hear a dragon call. Y'all hear that? She said I was going to hear a dragon call. That was back in 2019. Now, the old me, I was spiritual, but I was also an asshole. I ain't going to lie. I'm like, what the hell is chick talking about? A fucking dragon call. I'm going to hear a dragon call. I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, yeah. I'll never forget. Me and my twin flame and her daughters, we were out DC. We were staying with a person that was an associate. It was storming one day out in DC. And I remember what she said. She said the dragon is like a sword or something like that to me. It's storming outside. Now I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 200 with you. I'm a bitch when it come down to thunderstorms. Okay, I'm a little bitch. Okay, if y'all ever saw the goddamn movie, I'm gonna get you sucker. When the girl had Damon Williams hemmed up and he was screaming like a little girl. When storms happen like that, and I'm in front of that shit, and I'm outside of that shit, I run like I'm like oh shit, you know. So fast forward. Why are we hearing the storm? My daughter laughing.
No, because when you said that, I remember when yesterday you was walking back from the store and it was cloudy and you start running, you start walking fast.
Yep.
I could barely keep up with you.
And you at the store?
I was like, I already know what's about to happen. You say, yup, don't even say it.
That's right.
We get home.
That's exactly what I told my kids.
I was like, okay. But the thing was that you was walking, because we came out, and as soon as we came out, you was walking slow, and then next thing I know, I see you halfway up there. I was like, how? What
True
happened?
story. See? Y'all hear that?
And then I was looked up in the clouds. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I already know what's happening. You said, yep, don't even say
exactly.
anything.
But here's the crazy thing, y'all. I'm gonna keep it okay. So when that happened, I'm gonna go back to the story. So she just had to give y'all the witness. You know, she was a witness to how I am when it come down to stuff like that. So yeah, I was like a straight bitch. I ain't gonna lie. When I was like, you know, that happened to me one time. I got caught in a storm. I was like, ah! I was scared as a motherfucker. Okay, so it's like I had to run under. I call myself thinking I'm safe. I run under a daggone roof. Smart and so smart of me. But anyway, we out in DC. It's storming. Now, I don't know what the hell we were thinking. This is why I see us so-called black folks, we gotta really wake up on some things. It's storming outside. Our dumb, goofy tails, or we not dumb, our goofy asses out there on a balcony while it's storming, y'all. There's no lightning, but it was just cloudy. You hear the thunder. But there's one thunder. Right, exactly. So this what happened. Remember I told you about that dragon thing, right? The girl said, let's not for this dragon roar. So now we out in the balcony by storming. I swear to you, I heard the roar of a dragon in the storm, y'all. I heard the dragons roar in the damn storm, y'all. Now, mind you, it was cloudy shit. You couldn't even see nothing in the skies. Nothing at all. Just thunder. But I heard something like that. And I was like, whoa, the fuck? And I looked at my twin and she looked at me. We looked at each other like this. Did you just hear that shit? And I was like, yeah. And she shook her head too like this. And I was like, I looked at her with this look like, yo. And she looked at me with the look like, yo. Like Shorty was in line, like nah. So whatever that dragon I'm connected to, that was a powerful ass motherfucking dragon, and it was in the storm, and my ass is scared of goddamn storms. I'm a little biatch when it comes down to storms. You hear me? Okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'll tell you one more story. Okay, one more story. This is when I had a spell put on me by my children's mom. I'm gonna tell y'all that story real quick. She put a spell on me years ago. Boom, 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 boom. 9 years ago, I met my padrino in Santeria years ago. I was buying all kinds of stuff dealing with the Orisha because I thought I was going to get my hands in E5 with this guy that was in my Masonic Lodge. I'm glad I didn't, though. So, fast forward. The guy that owned the store, he looked at me funny like, you're getting a lot of stuff. And he was from Ecuador. He was like, you're getting a lot of stuff. He just kept on looking. He looked at the stuff, looking at me, looking at the stuff, looking at me. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting a lot of stuff. So I left the store and got the stuff there. I came back in there with the brother William Jolly Bay. Y'all hear me talk about him a lot. Y'all gonna see him soon. We go into the same store. I get the I guess I got the Archangel Michael necklace. Yeah, I got the rosary of the Archangel Michael. Jolly Bay get the rosary of Saint Barbara. And they was like, these are going to protect you. When I had put the necklace on, I felt this energy surge all the way from my feet to the top of my crown. Remember, I told you my